Destination, Rift
Alright,
Station.
this is part 3 of Mass Effect 1 Noveria on Insanity difficulty. Awesome.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
What is shit? Can we see the other end from here, or no? Because it did cut out. No, I don't think we could. Even if it's still... No, because it's actually a tunnel. It's like a bored tunnel. Interesting. That I kind of sort of think so. Those go to the hot labs, or the exit to the hot labs or something. That's the hot labs right there, which we don't go there yet. So, a thing to note is the way the system works. You have two different variants of this area. You can skip one, which allows you to save a person's life, but that's him, Captain Morales, is who you save. Not because he does something. Basically, it's not because you can't save his life, it's because...
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I'm not gonna let any of your people die.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather a week of assaults is no mean feat.
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Yeah.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
Volus, wow.
You're certain the Matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Take cover!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I'll do whatever I can.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
because these ones are not maintained. They're I put it this way, they're not being controlled by the true origin. They're kind of brainless.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
What?
You're a member of the
Recently
science team?
transferred, yet. Molecular genetics. I specialize in
Not who she says she is.
I am very good. That is one of the virtues.
Do you?
Because then why would I? I am Alestia Alice from the university. You are interrupting my recently molecular.
That's a bit technical for me.
I am very good. I am I was
Sorry, I'll leave.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I heard there were some problems up here.
Furtively, I am concerned about the state of our guards. Many have been awake for days, or now, with forced cheer. I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
It's a really beautiful red case there. I got to say...
What? No! Sorry. The location,
You're not happy.
it's easy to forget why science is guided by... There's also our guest, Lady... Nothing, I didn't work there. None of us have had enough sleep. I'm a toxicologist. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was... Nothing, I didn't...
I'll talk to you
Remember
later.
to report any suspicious noises.
Alright, notifications just went off.
Hang on. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
Oh yeah?
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? I'm grateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
Mass Effect. Voice. Actor.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another.
His voice
Like a
is very
biowar
familiar.
attack
It's starting to
without a
bug me.
pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
There's a reason the Citadel conventions forbid bioweapons, Doctor.
I didn't expect you'd understand. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Okay.
Talk to you
I
later.
hope you can do something.
I can't figure out what his name is. It takes me a little bit too long to figure all the side points of the names and stuff. He becomes an enemy only after you complete the quarantine zone.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Medigel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
See, he's only being reasonable because he doesn't change his authority or position until after Venezia says something. Which, I don't know how he has Venezia's contact information or anything like that. Yeah, so if you don't know this, in the first game, to run is with the A button on Xbox and X button on PlayStation, which is literally the same button you use to open doors. So it can't be seen. I can't show you. See, like where it says talk to the Hanar or Owner, it uses A. That's so you actually run. See, look, this is the sprint button. So it can be a little bit more retarded than you know it.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab, you know.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
I don't think
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I mean, yeah, it may sound really bad, but
I'll be leaving now.
You put yourself in a situation like that where it doesn't really change the effect.
You're not part of the crew. Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre, sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine. What do you want?
I have Ventralis's permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Alright. This one has medkit, which we don't need. This one has a locker. This one is a... I don't know. That one's closed. Research notes. Alright, here becomes a challenging problem. There we go. I messed up. Failed to make, because you have to set the timing on it. And yeah, I'm not that great at timing, but I try my absolute best, and I forget exactly which button to click. See, it's always very difficult in the last one because it's got such a narrow window, you don't even have time to breathe for a mistake. There, I got it. Just luck.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Ambush.
What happened to Ventralis's man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
You can do that. Where the fuck did my rocket go? Die in the first 2 minutes of the fight. Come on. Restart my shield. Barrier up. Alright, you dumbasses. Wake up. We did it. It's over. Wake up. Jesus. Oh shit. I killed her! I didn't know you could kill your own teammate.
They came out of there.
You mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna lose Liara for every fucking offense that she does, because she doesn't know how to stay alive. Stumbling. Alright, so let me save it right here and let me show you that Veralis is now going to try and kill me. It's either now or just before I go to open that door. So here we go.
Something you need?
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? She seemed like the most stable one here.
She was a huntress pledged to the Matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God, God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
At some point he tries to attack you. I think he does it right after the hot labs. Because you kill company research or something. I don't remember exactly what it was.
What the hell are you looking at? You want me to use this?
I would. I'd beat you with your own stick. Get out of your ass and whack over your face until you bleed.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards. They've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrolis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Alright, so yeah, I think that's what actually triggers him to try and kill you. I don't know, I'm not quite certain exactly what actually triggers him. I think it's the medkit or the biolab being burned. That gets him to try and kill you. So we sit here again to double check and we'll find out what triggers it. I never got to learn what triggered it.
Something you need? You and me
so
both.
I think it's the hot lab. Yeah, so hot lab is what actually triggers him trying to kill you because he destroyed company research. I'm sure that's probably what it is. Even though he doesn't even know what company research is, really. Oh well. You learn, you know, you don't, you don't. Once again, Liara trying to fucking escape the elevator prematurely. Gets ratted child.
What?
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Can't have medical clearance. Not medical clearance. There's a Rachni at the end of this tunnel. You can see him now. It's one of these doors up ahead that actually takes you to the actual security maintenance area where you would go if you decide to be a renegade and just try to shoot everybody. Which is through that door right here. They lock it so it doesn't look like it's anything, so you don't be brave enough to go in there. And there's Matriarch Benezia. Put this on. Everybody's happy.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter.
When I first played this, when the Asari did that constantly, they were always constantly shooting their stasis field. I was so pissed. Okay, well there's those are big ass birds. I don't care what it is because those are fun. I'd turn around because I saw a sniper mission, so there's a sniper apparently.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
What the fuck, Garrus?
I will not betray him. You will. You...
But she's a big Asari booty.
You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind.
Now,
I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother, don't leave. Fight him.
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die.
Okay. Can't beat her? Well, that's bullshit. She was pretty out. Can't beat her. Wow.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother.
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
No, the reason why she couldn't see us is because it's indoctrinated and then where she died after indoctrinated. It doesn't stop you, in a sense, at least if I story because of that. Since she couldn't see it, because the fact her mind was so flat, Jesus, Gareth. Brings a whole meaning to necrophilia. Necrophilia or necromancy, whatever you wanna put all those together.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. but she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable, but necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No. I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Oil and shadow.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Oil and shadow, it's either they were manipulated by the Reapers or the Leviathan, which the Leviathan actually created the Reapers, so it's a kind of question of who actually created the Rachni Wars, who's responsible truly. They kind of lead towards the Reapers doing it.
I won't destroy your entire
race.
race.
Sense, but then again,
you'll go free.
The Leviathan have the
will give us the chance to compose anew.
They copy their creator.
We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
In every way. So I don't know exactly which is correct. But it doesn't matter who is correct or not. Let's say this is clean. Now we need to go kill the rest of Rachni, which these egg sacs are just, they kind of look like, they look like Rachni, but they don't look very Rachni. They look something else. We're supposed to go this way. So we need to go to the hot lab. Before we go in there, see what Morales' men are now after us, but we need to go in here to kill off the Rachni, so we need to use a thermonuclear bomb. What the fuck, Liara? Like, literally, every single time you get into an elevator, you just become an elevator witch. All those containments down there are Rachni eggs. Well, not just eggs, but they're Rachni.
Are you here to secure the situation?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
You let these things out?
I am only following the orders. Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
A 1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes. Very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries. This is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Then all we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother always say I would meet a bad end. I am feeling not so well.
Alright.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destroy.
That doesn't make any sense how it bursts through his chest like that. It looks like it's a fucking like a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Alright, so
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Alright, so if you do the mumbling, it's just kind of a stupid one. If you say where do we get it, it just tells you who you get it from. Or just do the
code input. 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Okay, well, we need to get back in here and ask if they didn't have Alright, Liara, if you go through the floor one more time, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to die. Doesn't matter. So, since Borealis is no longer on radar, I wonder even if it, let me go back and see it, but I'm not going to try and do that. We're just going to end the mission. I'll just say, why is it taking forever?
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the Commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Noveria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Noveria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This Queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
I ain't gonna be worried about the children's children because the Reaper's gonna be taking care of that, not the Rachni. Alright, let's go see what Joker says. It's something about freezing your balls off or something.
Why am I glad to be off of Noveria? I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
That, I believe, was his last funny dialogue. The rest of it kind of a sobby kind of story, architectural system. Now downstairs to go talk to the rest of them. Now, if you manage to romance both of, let me save it, Liara and Ashley, you can romance either one of them, but if you try to romance both of them, it doesn't matter. The game recognizes it as if after you're trying to hit on both of them, so that they both come after you and kind of basically wail on you until you say you don't like either one of them, which is an alternative. You don't have sex with any of them by the end.
Anything you need, Commander?
Or you pick one of them to be your girlfriend.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's
so
at.
it's kind of like
thoughts.
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on.
It doesn't matter.
There's got to be some xenobiologists who want to read about the thorium.
That's if you choose both dialogue options to pick on both of them.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous
Which comes about
seems like every other race in the
Noveria,
galaxy
not
is wrapped
Noveria,
up
but
in their own
Vermeyers when
problems.
they start
They don't
picking
want to see
on each
what's
other until
coming.
you finally say which one you want to hump.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine?
But it's just a way
Sounds like human nature to me.
Their
Yeah,
romantic
I
jealousy.
guess some things carry across species well
Unless you establish the dominance of that early on.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird.
superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course. Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren, I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's... Commander?
He didn't change the dialogue for that. See, I always hated these cutscenes. They're a little too slow. You can't skip them.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you,
So
and
this
making
is
a
the
fool of
dialogue.
myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
But we don't have the luxury of time. And the Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Either one of them trying to promote sexual interaction. I think that's...
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Alien, that's racist.
I care about Ash. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
If I pick that one, that becomes a whole fucking bad. A lot of shit comes out of that.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
It won't affect her. It's not the same thing. It's just a option in the dialogue to promote a relationship standard for the next 2 games. It doesn't change whether or not she actually has feelings or not. She just still sees you as a admirable friend, like a really close person that she cares about. Intimately or not intimately, she just cares a lot about
Shepard.
Rex.
There's a reason for everything that happened, Shepard, even if you don't understand it at the time. Your assignment to Elysium, it put you in the right place at the right time. Your character made you rise to the occasion. And that got you here, commanding the finest tin can in the Alliance fleet. This is exactly where the galaxy needs you to be. No pressure.
The galaxy may need me here, but I need you next to me.
God, you're awful. How do you come up with these things? Sorry, I'll be serious. I need time to think. We've been focused on the mission. When we're done, it'll be different, I swear. I hope you can wait.
Barely. Absolutely all the time.
There's some old saw about waiting and good things, isn't there?
You are totally shameless. You need your own line of greeting cards. I'll warn you, though. I'm a Hellcat off the battlefield, too. Sleep tight, Shepard.
What the fuck? That's a bit too kinky.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. I've thought a lot about what you've told me, and he escaped under my watch, and I didn't like it. If the people I'm sworn to protect,
oh yeah, that's the same shit, so there's nothing new.
Looking for supplies?
Actually,
let's see what you've got.
You bet.
The only one that has a real dialogue interest left. So yeah. Alright. Nothing left but to go to the Citadel and go see Ambassador Odina, what he's gonna have to say for the Rachni situation, because he talks to you after every single mission that you've done something, and then the next one is Vermeer, which he says the Vermeer one is a total shitstorm, and he hates it because it really makes him feel like he has no control over you, like he loses control. I mean, anyways, he loses control over you entirely, just entirely. But at that point, it's really shown. Alright, this is the new one that popped up. Yes. So we'll go there right after we go to the Citadel, and then we'll head to Vermeer, and then we're done. We go to Ilos, and then back to the Citadel again. Because we'll finish on Insanity. We do get the return man. Noveria. It's supposed to be a giant flower, but it's supposed to be a giant flower. I'm not certain why he was deciding the flower. I mean, in the third game, it kind of, you said that little glitchy thing. The third game, it's not because it's a giant flower, because the president likes that flower, because of the fact that that the child or the catalyst itself designed the Prothean design. So it designed everything. Everybody thinks the Reapers did it, well the Catalyst is actually the one that designed it all, and the Catalyst was an AI built by